I'm not the most consistent person that I know. And as we get older, we naturally start learning about ourselves, discover our habits and our flaws. I was shocked to find out that I've never held a habit consistently for longer than 1 month. And by that, I mean meticulously and deliberately implementing a habit every day longer than 1 month. I never had a recollection of doing anything for that long, and this greatly worried me because I know the gravity and the power of being consistent. There's no secret sauce to success. Believing there's a magic or a secret formula to becoming good at any task is absolutely trash, and marketers and salespeople lead us to believe this notion. But if you've ever achieved anything worthwhile and above average in life, you would quickly understand the path to success. Success is simply doing the simple things consistently without fail for a period of time until you start seeing compounding results. In this video, I'm gonna show you how I became more consistent and still going strong as I'm creating this video. The things that are simple to do are simple not to do. Most people live their lives lackadaisically and hope for something eventful happening to them in the future, like let's say getting a windfall of cash that will solve all their problems. But on this channel, we're smarter than that. We know we can't rely on luck. Let's look at the simple habit of money management and wealth building. To build wealth, you simply spend less than you earn, living below your means, and invest the difference. But not many people do this. Yet, if you do this consistently for 10 years without fail, you'll almost always suddenly become an overnight millionaire, and then probably start selling a digital course on how you became a millionaire in 5 years or less. It's the simple things that compound into having a greater effects on our lives. And if you've analyzed your day yesterday, would you consider it a failure or a success? If you looked at the activities that you did yesterday, did it lead you to a predestined outcome, or did you just wing it? Every day we walk this earth, we're either a failure or a success. We're either moving towards our goals and our dreams or away from it. And 10 years of this accumulated behavior, and then we become an overnight success or an overnight failure. That grand, seemingly unachievable vision that we have for our lives is simply a culmination of days filled with the right activities and decisions. By focusing on the simple things that lead us towards our vision, we rewrite our future. One of the greatest motivating factors in this world, I believe, is progress. Unfortunately, I underestimated the power of physically writing down and monitoring my own progress. And exercising every day is the one thing that actually focused my attention on the importance of measuring my progress. Goals are usually ephemeral, somewhere in the future, and the first step towards achieving a worthwhile goal might be filled with excitement and initiative, but recording progress is the secret sauce that is going to help us with the discipline component. I have paper now taped to my wall, so I know what days I've actually missed and what days I've seen myself push through procrastination and strengthened my consistency muscle. And the longer I stay on task, the harder it is for me to quit because I don't want to stop the trend. By measuring progress, I now see the changes right before my eyes, and I know it's just a matter of time until I reach the next level. When I write down all the things I need to do for the day, and I know deep down I'm not gonna do every single thing on that list, and then several years of doing this useless to-do list, and we quickly realize that all these lists are just BS. There's only one most important task for the day, and this concept has really changed my life so much. I learned it from Brian Tracy. He talks about eating the biggest frog first and doing the most impactful, the most important task for the day first until completion before actually focusing on anything else is freeing. And you can either do this, or instead you can run around consistently feeling anxiety about not doing enough and not achieving enough. Now I just break down my days to focus on the most quality tasks that is gonna lead me to the outcome that I want in a month or in a year. For example, I wanna have more scripts for my videos. I've discovered it's the most important and tasking part of the video creation process. So every day, I now simply force myself to write a defined amount of script, irrespective of the quality or the content. The only important thing here is that I write. Now, with the most important thing for the day completed, I don't have to worry about the future. I can see the goal and I can measure my progress towards the goal. See, there's rich logic to focusing on the most important tasks of the day in the morning. And Daniel Pink writes that almost all of us fall into a predictable mood pattern in the morning, and morning hours are a great time to follow a schedule and stick to a routine. Daniel Pink also argues that we're better at keeping distractions at bay during the morning hours, where our sharp-minded analytic capabilities are at peak. This is the best time to do most of our productive work. This is the time I maximize the most. My mornings, because we're happier, we're alert. See, according to Tony Robbins, your state determines your level of performance. And what do we really consider being rich? I think it's the feeling of abundance, joy, and happiness, where you can lose everything today and you can still be confident in getting it back like many other millionaires have. On the other hand, a terrible state of mind comes from the notion of loss, less, never, and it's detrimental to our performance. I think it's much harder to convince myself to be consistent when I don't feel like, I feel depressed and I feel sad. It's so much more harder to be consistent and maximize my mornings and maximize my day without slacking off. So I'm saying my mental and emotional health greatly affects if I have a successful day or end the day further away from my goals. So I'm an extrovert. I love people, I love yapping away, and I love just talking. But being locked indoors on the computer for extended periods of time, it's easy to lose enthusiasm for the future and seek alternative sources of entertainment. So I had to dig deep down and figure out what were the causes of these days where I felt like doing nothing and I felt like not working as hard. From what I deduced, it was a lack of just social interaction. So once I found what turned me off, things started to look better because I focused on combating it with a lifelong habit. Now, I just make sure I have a certain amount of social interactions during the day, no matter how much workload I have. And it helps me so much more in being consistent. Guys, if you like this video, guys, if you like this type, and if you guys like the format and the way I scripted, subscribe. That's it.